What's going on, people? It's your boy calwu, and welcome to another episode of planetwu. Today, we will be talking about the animes The Saint's Magic is Omnipotent, Fairy Ranmaru, and Super Cub. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video, because y'all support is the biggest way that I can keep doing this content, keep putting content out every week. I put out 3 to 5 videos a week, and I am going to continue to do that for you guys. So, without further ado, we are going to talk about the first anime on the list, which is The Saint's Magic is Omnipotent. So in this anime, say a 20-year-old office worker is whisked away to a whole new world. Unfortunately, for the ritual summoned her and another woman to be the saint of this world. And the other woman was preferred by the prince, who pretty much quickly whisked her away and was like, yeah, you're our saint, you're our saint, you're our saint. And what's so important about it is, just like in Shield Hero, when they called the four cardinal heroes, the purpose for them to come there is to, banish the darkness that comes to this world every so often. This deep miasma comes and like shrouds the world, and only the saints can get rid of this miasma. So the other girl was taken and whisked away somewhere by the prince, and taught it as the saint. While Say was just kind of like, okay, well, since 2 of y'all was brought, we just gonna bring y'all. We gonna bring you here, and you just gonna kind of hang out here at like the governor's house or something like that. And while she's there, she's kind of living a quiet life, and it's kind of like, blah, whatever. I'd rather go home, but I'm here. I'm just going to chill and relax. So one day she decides to go for a walk. And upon her going for a walk, she ends up seeing a garden. So she goes into the garden, she stops, and she's like, oh, this is mint. And oh, this is sage. And I wonder if they used, I wonder if it's the same as, in my world, if it's the same here. And up comes the character Jude. Jude is like, he's telling her like, yeah, this is that, this is that, this is that. And he's like, I'm a member a part of the Medicinal Flora Research Institute. And she's like, what's that? And he's like, well, there we take these herbs. He's like, I'm in charge of these herbs that we grow. And then I harvest them and I take them back to the research facility. And we turn them into potions and, things of that nature. So she's excited and she's like, ooh, can I please see it? Can I please see it? So Jude's like, yeah, come on. I'll take you there. And he takes her there and introduces her to some of the students and shows her the different facilities and things of that nature. And she has an interest for it. So Jude introduces her to Johan, who is like the president or the leader of the institute. And Johan pretty much, he shows interest in her. He's like, okay, cool. And she's like, and says like, can I please join your institute? Please, I would love to be here. She's like, when I'm at the Capitol building, I can't do anything. There's nothing for me to do. I'm just kind of there. At least if I'm doing this, I get the research. I love science. Please. So he's like, okay, sure. We'll talk to some people and we'll see about making it happen. Because everybody who works here pretty much boards there as well. So by the time she gets back, he had already talked to everybody, already got the okay. And she moves into the institute. So while she's in the institute and they're showing her things, she seems to have a proclivity for the magical sciences and making potions and stuff. And like the potions that she's making are stronger than the potions that everybody else making. So in RPG terms, she's making herbs. Everybody else is making herbs and she's making herb plus. Everybody else is casting cure and she's casting curaga. Just for those that play RPGs and get what I'm saying. So then after that, while she's there, learning and doing her thing, they end up getting a request that they are to go to the front lines and bring a bunch of medicine because a bunch of soldiers got hurt fighting a great salamander, or what we would know as a fire-breathing dragon. So everybody goes, they're running, they're grabbing as many crates they can, they make their way to the front lines, and they're healing everybody. Now, Johan's best friend, Albert, is like the leader of like he's like a general within the military force, and he is jacked. Like he looks like he's about to die. Johan is like, please, you gotta save my friend. So Sei grabs one of her plus vials, one of her heal plus vial, gives it to him. It completely heals all his wounds. He had open wounds. It completely healed all his wounds. And he was good. He woke up and he like, yo, so you did this? All right, bet. And the anime literally just kind of talks about like the things that she do. Like she is a saint because everything that she does is plus. Even to the point where she made food with these herbs because she's like, yeah, in my world we use these as seasonings. So she takes sage and she makes food with it, and everybody eats it and they like, bruh. And she amplifies their like battle stats and all type of stuff. Like everything that she does is extra. And this is an interesting anime. For one, it's a reverse harem because a bunch of different guys like her, and there's like sexual chemistry and tension like a little bit everywhere. Albert is pursuing her extra hardcore, like, yeah, I want you to be mine. You saved my life, so you about to be my woman. And the anime is, like I said, it's really cool. It's easy going. It's interesting seeing her learn about the different magics and the different sciences in this world and applying it and actually excelling at it. It's a pretty cool anime. It's nothing that you really gotta take all that serious, at least not at this point, not in the first 3 episodes, because this is an early review. Because I forgot to say that earlier. So this is an early review. I'm saying that now. And with this being an early review, you know, so it hasn't really gotten into any sticky situations outside of Albert almost dying and her healing him. And yeah, that's pretty much it for The Saint's Magic is Omnipotent. The next anime I will be talking about is Fairy Ranmaru. Fairy Ranmaru is set in a world where cruelty and heartbreak is normal. So the queen of the fairies send 5 fairies, one from each clan. 5 fairies, one from each clan, to deal with the different heartbreaks and heartaches of the clients that want to use their work. So these 5 men are sent to Earth from the fairy realm, and they all work at this bar called Bar F. Everybody there, including the bar owner, is a fairy. And they offer to heal the hearts of their clients and things of that nature. But as payment, they steal their clients' hearts. They steal their clients' hearts. So the 5 members are Ranmaru, which since his name is in the anime title, I'm assuming that he's the main character in the anime. And he's a member of the Lux clan. The Lux clan uses light magic. Their specialty is light magic. I is very polite. He's stoic. He's a go-getter. And he navigates everything with a can-do attitude. The next member of the group is Hotarase. He's a member of the Ignis clan. Ignis clan members are known to be brash. They follow their heart above anything. And regardless of who beliefs it clash with, they always gonna follow their heart. The next member is Siren, who's a member of the Aqua clan, who is everything that the Ignis clan is not. He is their exact opposite. He is very elegant, which is a prime overtone of his clan. Is like everything you do, you must be elegant. You got to be the best. You got to be the top, and you should always conduct yourself properly as a royal and follow all protocols. So he's a very to the book, by the book kind of guy for the most part. The next one is Mutsuoka, who's a member of the Arbor clan. And he's one of those guys that's very unsure of himself, but he has a very bubbly personality and a very bubbly attitude. We haven't seen seen him fight yet in order to kind of see where he falls in that range. Like the other previous 3. And then the next member is Utashiro, and he's a member of the Matalam clan. He's a servant. He's always willing to serve. But, yes, there's a but. Only if there's money involved. He loves money, and I'm assuming that his clan is all about the money, the moolah, the cheddar. If you got it, he got work for you. If you don't, he's less motivated to kind of do anything for you. And with this anime, so far in the 3 episodes, it only show Hodorase, and Siren doing anything as far as like being involved with clients and rescuing clients. They have like these weird Sailor Moon-esque transformations, and you would think like, because they're male fairies, that they would do something different with their outfits and stuff. And nah, pretty much what they did is they, if you can just think about the most skimpiest fairy outfit you can think of that you would put on a woman, they put them on these guys. First watching it, it was kind of uncomfortable because I was caught off guard by it. I wasn't sure what it would do and why they would do that. But the more I'm watching it, it's interesting. Each character's interaction with each other, how some of them are opposites of each other. Some of them just kind of just be chilling and just going with the flow. And yeah, it's a real interesting anime. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it past episode 6, because I'm going to at least get to 6 or 7 before I decide whether or not I'm going to put it down, because I am interested in it at this point. But yeah, and it's a shoujo, because it's nothing but women fan service, and based on their looks and how they dress, and also every situation that they take on so far has all been women dealing with some type of heartbreak or cruelty, and they wipe the heartbreak and cruelty and deal with the person who is the cause that strife to their clients. And plus it's fishy. I'm wondering why they stealing people's hearts, because every heart they take goes to the queen of the fairies. So it's weird. I don't know what's going on behind it yet, and I'm hoping by episode 6 or 7 they explain it. And yeah, so that's it for Fairy Ranmaru. The next anime, and the last on this list, is Super Cub. So Super Cub follows Kaguma, who's a second-year student in high school. She doesn't lead a very interesting life. She's pretty quiet to herself. She has no parents. She has no friends. She has no hobbies. And she really don't do much. She just rides her little bike to school, sits in class, goes shopping for whatever she's going to eat for the week, go home and eat, and then just chill. She don't do nothing. One day when she was riding her bike to school, she rides her bike uphill going to school. She pretty much had this thought in her head, like, you know what, this gotta give. I gotta get something. And she sees other students ride other students in the school ride motorbikes. So she's like, okay, maybe I can go get me a motorbike. So she goes to the local motorbike salesman, and he sells her a motorbike for super cheap. Now, what I surmise is the reason that she got this bike for super cheap, because she asks, like, why are you selling for super cheap? He states that somebody died on it. So for what I'm feeling like is maybe his niece or granddaughter or somebody young that was important to him died, and he got it and he fixed it up and he gave it to somebody else in need for cheap. He gave her a helmet, he gave her some gloves so she can use, kind of showed her how to use it, allowed her to test drive it. She paid him, and then she went about her way. And this is where we see certain things that actually happen in real life. When you start to talk to people, or people see that you have a similar interest, even if y'all don't match personality wise, y'all can create a friendship based on this, similarity or thing that y'all both like. And this is where we first get introduced to the character Reiko, which is a girl in her class that she starts talking to because she also has a cub. But her cub was an delivery cub. So she bought a used delivery cub, and now she used that to ride back and forth to school. And Reiko pretty much starts to help Koguma to, trick out her cub, because she's like, yeah, you know, you see this exhaust work, I redid that, I put a new engine in it, so now it goes faster, go up to 60 miles an hour, and I did this and I did that, and yeah, this box on here, I got this box so I can put bags and groceries and stuff in it and blah blah blah. And she's like, man, she's like, huh, I think I need to do that then. And Reiko helps her get like a little carrying compartment on her thing, and you know, it's helping her like try to get into the lifestyle. And it's just an interesting anime. It's a real cool laid back slice of life that kind of teaches you that if you have an interest, like, you know, once you get an interest, that interest can create all types of stuff, all type of friends. Like, I have hella friends who on a normal everyday basis, if we just cross paths, I probably wouldn't say much to them. I probably wouldn't even approach them and try and like be friends with them or whatever. But for the simple fact that we share interests such as like board games or certain video games or certain anime, that drives us to talk to each other constantly and to communicate. And this blossoms into a friendship. Like, yo, this is my friend that I can talk to this about, and this is my friend that I can talk to this about. And it becomes sort of like a lifestyle between us. And that's pretty much what this anime kind of shows. And I'm enjoying it so far. I can't wait for the next episode. It's really dope. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. Once again, y'all, this is calwu from planetwu. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And like I said, if y'all haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. As this channel grows, I will definitely be doing giveaways. I'm working on getting merchandise together. I'm working on putting the website back up. The merchandise I'm working on is going to be really dope. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. And once again, this is calwu from planetwu signing off. Peace.
See the hunger, I ain't scared cause my mom ain't raised no feast. In a booth, on the rise, I am Baker with the yeast. Dropping more bombs than Funkmaster Flex, doing war in the middle.